So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a digital interactive notebook using Google Slides. This is what mine looks like. And this one is available on My Teachers Pay Teachers. This is for 6th grade math. So there's a lot that goes with it. I have a lot of slides and I put a lot of things in it. But today I'm going to be showing you the basics. So at the end of this video, yours should look somewhat like this. Just the tabs, the title pages, and how to link everything. And then after the video, you can go back in and add whatever you'd like and whatever your notebook is for. So the first thing we need to do is open up a blank Google Slides document and make sure it's in landscape view. I like to use landscape view for my notebook just because it's easier for the students to see. I feel like it's more zoomed in and easier to read rather than having it as a different layout. So go ahead and delete what's given to you on Google Slides. Now, the most important thing that we're going to do is go to this view button and then press master. This is where you're going to be doing all of the slides for your notebook. Why this is so important is because your students don't really know about this whole master slides, and they can't edit this once it's over here unless they know how to go to view and press master. So that's why this is important to do all your work here and then copy it over. So I'm first going to delete all the slides that are in the master view, and you just click on them and press the delete button on your keyboard. And we're going to start here. So I'm going to delete this as well. So here's our title. I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to show you why in a second. So come here to the zoom and press zoom out. So now we need to find a notebook cover. As you can see in mine, I have this one as my cover. I need to find it again. I'm going to try to link the notebook cover so you're not looking for one. It's really hard to find one that doesn't stretch out or become blurry because I don't want to pay for one. So I just find one on Google. So you're going to press, so I found this one and all I Googled was PNG composition notebook cover. And again, I'll try to link it. So you're going to press right click and press copy image, and then go back to your Google Slides, press right click paste. You can use Command C and Command V to copy and paste this. Now, the first thing you need to do is crop this image to get that black around it to be gone. So you're going to come right here where it says crop image and press that. You are moving these little black lines. You are not moving the blue lines, but only the black lines. Okay, so I'm going to pull down. The black lines and pull in the black lines to make it go directly around the image. Okay, and then I'm going to press crop. Okay, so now that I have my cover, I'm going to make it really big where it doesn't fit on the landscape, and that's fine. I'm going to make it about that big. I'm going to crop it again. Again, I'm only moving the black lines, and I'm going to move it up till it hits the slide and press crop. So now it fits in my slide. From here, you can go back to the zoom button, press the little arrow, and press zoom in. So now we're back in a zoomed in view. So here's your composition book cover. Now we're going to make the tabs that go on the side. So you're going to come over here to the shapes and click the second to last shape. And you are just going to make a little tab, whatever size you want. I'm just going to make 3 tabs. But you can make more if you like. I did my interactive notebook by unit, so I didn't really need that many tabs again. So I'm going to fill the color to be, let's just do this light purple, and I'm going to make the outline black. I'm going to take it and I'm going to rotate it so that it lines up with the interactive notebook. You want to add a 90-degree angle. And you're going to just bring it over to the notebook, just like that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it. I'm going to go to format and go down to format options so that this comes up on the side. I'm going to click drop shadow, press this little arrow, bring the ankle and slide it more towards the left. And what that's doing is it's making a shadow right there so that it looks realistic. And you can make the distance go further if you want, but obviously we're not going to do that. So we're going to make it just a little bit. I like it just about here. Okay. So now that you have your tab, what's nice is you can copy this. So Control C, click on your screen, then Control V, paste it. So I'm just pasting it so I know that they are all the same size. So now we have our tabs. And we can label our tabs. So let's say I'm doing this section over fractions, this section over decimals, and this section is my review. And again, you're going to be doing this for your subject and whatever that unit is over. I like to make sure everything is in the same font and it is in the middle. And if it doesn't fit, just make the size of the font a little bit smaller. So all I'm doing is highlighting the font coming up here and changing it and putting it in the middle. Okay, so now that we have our tabs, I can go ahead and create my first page, which is going to be the fractions. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to right click and press new layout. So in some interactive notebooks that you've seen, people have used lined paper in the inside. Again, I'm making a very simple interactive notebook, so I'm not going to be doing that. I'm actually just going to add a shape that is the same shape as the tab, so the second to last one. And I'm going to create the first page just like that. And I'm going to go all the way to the end, actually, just leaving a little room for tabs to be there. And I like to make this white, so I'm going to fill the color white and then make the outline black. And from here, you're going to make this your title page. So you're going to add a text box and you're going to say fractions. And again, I'm going to change my font, put it in the middle, and I'm going to make it really big. I think it should be like 200 or not, 150. Even smaller. 96. Okay, so I'm going to make it 96. So this is like my title page for this section of the notebook. Why I like to do this is because I put my I can statements. So I'm going to add another shape underneath. Fill it with a color. I'll do light pink. Border black. And you can just start typing I can. And whatever statement about fractions is what you can put there. I'm going to highlight that and change the font. Okay, so now you have your title page. So this, now I'm going to add tabs to this slide. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did earlier. Go to shape, go to the second last, and create a tab. I'm going to fill it in that light pink with a black outline. And I'm going to rotate it to a 90-degree and just add it right there. And I'm also going to go click on it again, press format, go to format options, and add that drop shadow. And make sure you move the angle over in the distance just a little bit. And then it should have a drop shadow. So then I'm going to take that, I'm going to copy it and paste it. And I'm going to make sure they're all lined up. After I do that, I'm going to highlight all of them. I'm going to go up here to arrange, then order, then send to back. So they are behind it. Now I'm going to click on it. I'm going to say this is page 1. And I'm going to highlight that, change my font, and center it. This is going to be page 2. Same thing, going to highlight, change my font, and center it. And then page 3. Great, so now you have your 3 tabs. This one's a little bit far out. There we go. So I'm going to actually duplicate this page now I'm going to duplicate it one time first. And then, so I just duplicated it. I'm going to erase this and erase this. And now I'm going to duplicate this page 2 more times. All I'm doing is right clicking on the page. So now I did that because this is my title page, and so I have 3 pages under the fraction. So I want 3 pages of no title pages. So on that first blank one, I'm going to highlight or click on this first tab. I'm going to go to Arrange, Order, Bring to Front. That way that student knows that they are on page 1. I'm going to go to the next slide, do the same thing with the second tab, Arrange, Order, Bring to Front. And again, I'm going to go to the last one, press on page 3, Arrange, Order, Bring to Front. Okay, so now to add these into this part over here, as you can see, we're in the master view, but you don't see them in the Google slide view. So all you have to do is click over here on the white part, and it will take you out of that view. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to this plus sign. I'm going to press on the little down arrow, and now you can see everything in your master view. So I'm just going to add them, all of those slides that we just created, and they should be in order. So there we go. So I'm going to go back to my first page, and I'm going to now show you how to link your tabs to other slides. You're going to go to the shape right here and get a rectangle. You are going to form a rectangle over the tab fractions. Then from there, you're going to go to the fill bucket and press transparent. Go to the border color and press transparent. So that way you don't see that shape that you just created. Again, you're going to click on it, and you're going to right click, and you're going to come down to link. This is how you're going to link all your slides to different tabs. So the fractions starts on slide 2. So I'm going to press slide 2. Don't ever do next slide or always the first slide. I like to do the number slide. So if you go back and want to input a slide, it automatically moves everything for you and adjusts for you. So if we come here to the fractions page, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to shape, and I'm going to get a rectangle, and I'm going to put a rectangle over page 1. And I'm going to do transparent and transparent. Before I even link it, I'm going to copy it, paste it, and bring it over to page 2. And then paste it again and bring it over to page 3. I'm going to link all of these now. So I'm going to click on page 1, and then I'm going to right click, and I'm going to press link. Page 1, if you come over here, it starts on slide 3. So I'm going to press slides in this presentation, and I'm going to go to slide 3, apply. Then I'm going to go to page 2, right click, press link, and that starts on page 4. Okay, and then for page 3, link and slide. If I got that. Sometimes you cannot see it, so you have to zoom out. Try that again. So right click and link, and oh, still can't see it. So if that happens, what's happening to me, take this and bring it up here and press link again, and now you'll be able to see everything. Slide 5, apply, and just drag it back over to page 3. Okay, so now I have my tabs linked. So the nice thing about this is I'm gonna go over all 3 tabs. So I have them all 3 highlighted. I'm gonna press Command C, so I'm gonna copy them. I'm gonna go to slide 3, and I'm going to paste them, Command V. We are on page 1, so you don't need the link to page 1, so go ahead and delete that one. So these 2 are now linked in perfect position. That's why it's good to copy and paste a lot of things so everything lines up continuously. Go to page 4 and do the same thing. You're just going to do Command V or just paste. We are on page 2, so you can go ahead and delete page 2's link. Go to the last page and Command V and delete page 3. So from there, you have linked everything now. So if you go back to the first page, if you press here, the student will press slide 2. It brings them to this. If they want to go to page 3, they press here and it brings them to slide 5, which is page 3. So that is the basics for creating a interactive notebook. Again, you want to be in View Master to do anything that you don't want your students to mess with. So you obviously don't want them messing with the tabs and all of that. But if you want them to do something interactive, to maybe move an object or type, you need to do that in this view. So if you look at my interactive notebook, I do have multiple times where I have students doing interactive work. I'll show you one, for instance. This page, they have to type out things. Here they have to type out things. Oh, I'm in the master view. Let me get out of that. So I put text boxes. So this is what my interactive notebooks looks like. I'm trying to move things and nothing moves. The only thing that moves is the type here. So the student knows where he or she is typing and what they have to do. And all my pages are linked as well. So you can get super creative with it. And I do have some drag and drop activities as well that I wanted to show you really quick, which I will make a separate video over it. So this one's not super long. I think I have it in a different interactive notebook. But that is just the basics of getting everything linked in your tabs done.